and M&T Bank Stadium. About ready to get this one started. Jaime Fairbairn ready to kick it off. And off we go here in Baltimore. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 20. Yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Forward. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now the first carry for King Henry. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. He'll go again here with Henry. Fighting off defenders here. He'll churn forward and pick up 3. 3rd down, 3 to go. Now it's Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Raven 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And this one is intercepted. Derek Stingley comes up with it. And the Texans are going to take over just shy of midfield.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
And now the first carry for Joe Mixon. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Here's 2nd and 2.
Here you go.
Again, they'll give it to Mixon. It's a gain of 10 yards. It's good for a Texans 1st down.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
On the ground, it's Mixon. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
And that'll be a gain of 2 and a 1st down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
First throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Stevens.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, You got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he finds a little bit of space. They'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup.
Lamar going to work from the pistol. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver...
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down. That's the end of the first quarter.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. First and 10.
Here we go.
They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And the defense thinking they have the safety here, but the spot is just outside the goal line. Good play, but no 2 points. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. That's caught right side, the tight end, Schultz. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. They'll try and run for this with Mixon. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
That's taken in, and he's going to have a Texans 1st down. They find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down, had they not gotten it, that's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Stroud. And he'll be taken down. They get him back at the 5-yard line. Two minutes to play. Still searching for our first points of the half. will come back to Baltimore after this. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson.
And just incredible field position for them following that interception. And you can bet, Mike, as this offense is taking the field, they're telling their defense, hey, nice job here, fellas, but don't bother taking those helmets off. Give us a couple plays, we punch this thing in, and we're going to get you guys right back out there.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Texans are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
On 1st down, it's Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. That'll change things. Out of bounds inside the 35. It is a big-time play for Houston. 47 yards.
Here we go. South.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll run with Mixon. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. 1st down. Stroud going to set up to throw. This one caught at the 4. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here we go.
Give running right. It is Mixon. Good blocking, and he's in. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans will take a 7-0 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jackson. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. They'll wind up getting enough to pick up the 1st down.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it'll bring up second down.
We see this time and time again in the NFL, Mike. You want to play quarterback at this level, you better figure out a way to be able to bounce back following a bad throw, a bad series, a bad game. And in this case, he's got to bounce back from a pick on the last drive, and he's got to find himself some easy completions and settle himself back into this one.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Complete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half, about to get started. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the third quarter begins. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. To throw, it's Stroud. That'll be taken in by Mixon. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield, perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Man in motion, it's Diggs. Stroud to throw here on 1st down. They try to work the screen with Mixon. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
On 1st down, they keep it on the ground, and they keep it with Mixon. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. On the handoff, it's Mixon. And he's in! Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Fairbairn to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans move out on top, 14-0.
14. Ravens, nothing.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Here's 1st and 10. We'll start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now a give, but here comes a reverse. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he gets this up to the 42. Play action now. Jackson. That's to the right side and incomplete.
Little backyard football here by the quarterback. It looked like he was running around the playground in his early days. The disruption of the timing early was the key, and from that point on, him and his receiver just unable to get on the same page.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Henry. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. Jackson now. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. On 1st and 10, Jackson. A quick slant to Flowers. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Jackson looking, and for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Henry 2-0-2-0.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
On 1st down, they'll start with Mixon. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
All right.
Working his way open, that's Schultz. And he's going to have a 1st down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on E. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's a designed run. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. To throw is Stroud. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens will take over here just past the 30.
So you do a great job all game long. You build up a lead here late in the 4th quarter, but now you get sloppy. This turnover all of a sudden brings a renewed sense of energy to your opponent, who a minute ago thought this game was over, and now they got a little life.
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
A gain of 15
Hey,
yards.
report.
That's
Report.
good for a Baltimore first
A
down.
first down throw for Jackson. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. That's the linebacker, Azeez Al-Shire.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
All right. Hey, uno. Nice.
Now Mixon. Finding room across midfield. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
On the quick, right?
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. Open man, downfield, it's Nico Collins. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll go right back to Mixon. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. That one taken in. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Texans. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Texans will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. There's a short one caught by Andrews. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Alpha, sit hot. 180. Ready, shot. Hey, middle. Ready, shot.
Now, Jackson. That's to the tight end, Charlie Kolar. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Now it's Jackson. Now a loose football. But a fortunate bounce, he got it right back. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged a bullet. Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback, just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Returned it.
Third and long for Jackson. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
Hey, report! Report! Shut.
From the gun, Jackson. That's incomplete. Daring call on fourth down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And the Ravens are going to come up with a late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over. So it's a win for the visiting Texans. And it was their defense that led the way, forced 4 turnovers in the game. That is hard to overcome historically for any team. That held true again here today, as those takeaways paved the way to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.